everyone. My name is Chris, and I'm the community manager at Kuja, and welcome to this Facebook Live. First of all, apologies for last week. We were supposed to do this live last Friday, but due to technological issues, we were not able to do it. So thank you for being patient with us, but today now we are live. So we posted on our Facebook page for 2 weeks now, asking you to send us questions, which we answer now on this live. So this week we are focusing on community aspect. So all the questions that were sent were based on community aspect of Kuja. So that's what I'm here to do, and I'll try and answer as much as possible. We received quite a number of questions, and thank you for everyone who sent their questions. So I'll get right into it. I'll be looking up because I've typed questions on a different screen, so don't worry if you see me looking up. I'm reading the questions. So let's begin. The first question was, can Kuja help small or grassroots organizations? Thank you for that question. Yes, Kuja can help small and grassroots organizations. And the first thing you need to do as a grassroots organization is to create a profile on Kuja. You go to kuja.org and then you find an option to create an organization profile. That's the first step. So make sure you're the one authorized to represent the organization. Enter the organization email. This could be either a Gmail, it could be a company name email, and then a code, a verification code will be sent to that email. Put that code there. Make sure you check even the spam folder in case you don't see it, and enter the code there, and then you'll be directed to fill the details of your organization. So once there, make sure you fill with as much details as possible. So you'll be asked, for example, for details such as what is the name of your organization, what is the email of the organization, or WhatsApp number, mission, focus areas. It's good to think about these issues beforehand. But even if you don't have them once you're filling, you can always come back to improve your profile. So the number one thing for a grassroots organization is to make sure you have a complete and fully filled organization profile at Kuja. That will really help a lot in visibility. A tailored profile is a good thing for a grassroots organization because that's the first step for anybody visiting Kuja or anybody in the aid and development sector. They will be able to find you more easily. So if you don't fill your profile with as much details as possible, it becomes easier even to rank you well on Kuja. So the more details you give, the better you describe your organization, then it's easily to be recognizable, and as a grassroots organization, it's the first step to have a complete and fully filled profile on Kuja. So please do that, and in case you're facing a problem when you're filling a profile, we are always there to help. At the end of this live, I'll give more details on how to reach community. So please make sure you have a complete profile. Let me see if that was yeah. And the reason why we emphasize on a fully verified, fully filled profile on Kuja is because you have a powerful search button. You have a powerful search feature on Kuja. So a person, for example, wants to find an organization in the, let's say, environment sector. So if you have not described the organization in the best way possible, it's harder for someone, either a funder, a donor, or a person looking for partnerships to find you easily. So please make sure you have a fully filled profile on Kuja, and that's easily for you to be discoverable. It's easier for you to showcase your work if you have a full profile. Thank you for that question. I'll go to the next one. How can Kuja help my organization get discovered by funders? For the first, for you to have to be easily discovered by funders on Kuja, you need to make sure your profile has specific things. Number one, you need to have the name of your organization or the grassroots organization you have. Make sure the name is fully filled in the Kuja profile. Number two, make sure if you have social media pages, other social media pages. For example, you might have a Facebook, you might have a TikTok, you might have X, whereby any platform where you share anything about the work you do, please link it to your Kuja profile. So as you're filling your profile, make sure you link your other social media pages to Kuja as well. That's really important because the search also improves because of that feature. So the first thing is to make sure the profile is connected to your social media. The profile also has key aspects. For example, focus areas. We have made sure that all organizations that register on Kuja are listed, are categorized based on focus areas. Our focus area, we have very many focus areas, and it's an in-depth. There are very many of them. So make sure you carefully search for a focus area within the options given that fully represents what you do. So because funders do not generally fund any type of organization, they usually have a criteria, and the criteria is they are looking for organizations in the women and children, for example, maternal health. It could be forestry. It could be cleanup. It could be environment. It could be anything else. So please make sure you specify your focus areas. Also, in your profile, make sure you specify the leadership profile of the organization. By leadership, I mean the people leading the organization. Is it a women-led? Is it a youth-led? Or any other categorization? You have categories there, so please make sure you choose that. Also choose the SDGs among the ones given, and then take some time to think about your bio and your mission. If you have a website or social media, you can easily get that information from your Facebook or your Twitter. If you have a comprehensive information that describes the work you do, you can simply just transfer that information from your social to your Kuja profile so that they match actually, and to make sure that there is uniformity across all your platforms. So those are some of the things that you can do to make sure your organization is easily discoverable by funders. Ensure it's very well detailed and filled. And one thing also is make sure you have a profile picture. And there are two things in this aspect. There is the profile picture and there's the background image. So a profile picture could be maybe there's one you've made for your organization which has initials. For example, a Kuja profile picture is as red, and it shows the word Kuja and with a red background. It's simple as that. So anyone who sees that knows this is Kuja. So make sure you have that, a good profile picture, and a good background image also, which is bigger and appears behind the profile picture. So a background image could be a picture of you or your organization in the field, for example. It could showcase, for example, environment or the work you do, if you do the work of environment, if you do things to do with, let's say, children and maternal welfare, you can showcase that so that a person who, the first thing they see when they come to your profile is the striking images of which shows the work you do. So it's also important as that. Just as any other social media, when you have a profile picture and a background image, for example on LinkedIn, on Facebook, it helps you rank better. The same case with the Kuja profile. Thank you for that question. The next one is, what support does Kuja offer for navigating the platform? So we have various forms of support for users. Number one, we have a chatbot which is now live. When you go to kuja.org, on the bottom right of the page, there is a chatbot. Once you click on it, it opens up and it asks you, it prompts you to ask your question. So even before you talk to an agent, there are questions there that you have put because they are frequently asked questions. So we have divided the questions based on categories. For example, if you have a question about registration on Kuja, you just click on it, and then there's a drop down of more questions. Click on the one which you think is about your question. If you don't, then there's an option to say, this has not answered my question. Then you can type, explain your issue, please leave your email, then click send. A part of the community team will get back to you as soon as we can. So a chatbot is a very powerful thing because you can get your question answered day and night, whatever time zone you are on, and even during the weekend. Even when there is no live support agent there, some of your mostly asked questions can be answered by the bot. So please make use of it. Check it out, see the questions. It's on various categories. It could be grants, it could be events, it could be maybe there's something wrong with your profile and something is not working right. There could be an answer that before even you talk to support. So please make use of the chatbot. And if it's during a normal work day, let's say Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, there's always a support agent there. So you can always choose at the bottom of the chatbot, there is the option to talk to an agent. And once you click on that, someone will come in live and try and answer your question. So a chatbot is one. If you don't want to use that, we also have a WhatsApp number. I can actually read it right now, but I will also leave it at the end of this live. The number is 0708 091 854. That is our WhatsApp, our Kuja WhatsApp number. So you can save it on your phone. Anytime, just shoot a question. If it's not within working hours, you try as much as possible within the next day or available time, we'll be able to answer to you. And if you want support in another language, maybe you're a French user, you're a Spanish user, please send us an email, info@kuja.org, or also on WhatsApp you can send us a message, and if it's in another language, then customer support agent from that language will be able to talk to you. So that's the support we do. And if you feel that there's something, it's not still clear, maybe you want more explanation about Kuja, you want more explanation on products, you want a live showcase of Kuja, please also send us a message on WhatsApp, on email. We can schedule an online meeting on Google or Zoom, and then we can do a live session. We usually do those every week. So maybe you and the organization, you want to explain to your team how best to utilize Kuja. So please schedule a call with us. You just organize a Google Meet, the best time possible for you, and then we can explain the Kuja product. We can help you set up. We can do a live presentation on all the stages from the first step to the last step. So those are the options, and please try and utilize them as much as you can. Thank you for that question as well. The next question is, can I showcase past projects or impact stories on Kuja? Yes, you can showcase your past project and stories on Kuja. Right now, when you create your profile, that's the first step in actually showcasing what you do. So once you have a complete profile, it has images, it has background images, it has the profile picture, it has the mission and vision about what you do. That is the first step in explaining in showcasing what you do. And a week ago actually, we launched something very good which could help you more in that, called Kuja Communities or forums. So with communities, we are enabling organizations to create a forum or a community whereby they can continuously share or interact with their users if they want. So with Kuja Communities, as long as you have a complete profile on Kuja, You just go on top, you find an option to community, then create community in a few simple steps. Once you have a profile, creating a community is simple. Within a few seconds or a minute, you're done. And then invite people to join this community. It could be people you work with or people within Kuja as well. You can share your community on other social media pages. You can share it on your own social media pages. And then now start telling stories about what you do. Start a topic, for example. This week we went for cleanup process, for example, in this area. This is what we do. This is what we found out. These are the people we interacted with. Or another time we could say, in our area of work, these are some of the challenges we face. You can start that as a discussion topic on Kuja communities or Kuja forums. So with that, it's live interactions. You know, the profile is just something static, but with Kuja communities, it's live interactions. People can like, people can share, people can comment, people can ask a question. So it's an easy way to make sure the things you're sharing, the things you're talking about, are not just in any other platform. They're in a platform which has players and users in the aid and development sector. That's the best way to showcase. You showcase to the right people, because the profiles in Kuja are like-minded organizations. So please try out this new feature. Just go to Kuja and create a community. Start sharing. You can share anything of relevant you think is useful to your community, and share it with your members. Anybody who wants to join can join it. So if you make it, you can choose to make a profile, a community, public or private. But if you want to showcase, it's always advisable to use a public community. So anybody who with the link can join it and start contributing. It's like a WhatsApp community or a LinkedIn community. It does not replace them. You can still continue using your communities if you have them there. But now, with a Kuja community, it's more personalized. It's on a live environment where we have players in the aid and development sector. We have funders there, we have networks there. So it makes more sense to be sharing more of your work in a platform whereby there are like-minded people and you can connect more and you can showcase. So please try out communities. There are also a few more things coming up. Social networking, there will be a live feed like the one on Facebook or any other social media pages. With the live feed, when you log in back to your profile, you can see the latest things that have been happening within community. And how good is it to log into Kuja, and then the first thing you see is a person you follow is doing this and that. A network is trying to fundraise for this. Somebody else is sharing ideas on how to fundraise, for example. So it's a very relevant community, and you have a live feed coming, which will be very useful. We have a follow. You can follow someone, you can DM them, but these are still coming in the next few months. But for now, you can start a community today, right now. You can go, once your profile is complete, start a community and start sharing about the work you do. The next question is the first step to setting up a great Kuja profile. What is the first step in setting up a Kuja profile, a great Kuja profile? That's a good question as well. So yes, the emphasis here is a good Kuja profile, because someone can just create a profile within 1, 2, 3 minutes and they're done. But that's not really a great profile. A great profile requires some thought into it. And based on my experience so far, I think one of the most striking things that people see on a profile is the image you put. So don't just put a generic image. Don't just put a selfie of you and then there on your organization profile. People will think that this is not a serious profile. So make sure you have a branded logo in your profile, and the background image is an image which, in brief, a person within a few seconds has an idea what you're doing. For example, if I was in environment and my work is, for example, slum cleanup, my profile, my background image would be a very good image of maybe a cleanup process ongoing. So even without reading much, you can see this person, you can have an idea of the type of work this person does. So I think for me, from what I've seen, it's good to have very good, clear images which very closely relate to what you do. The second thing is take some time to explain details in your profile, especially in your bio and about us. People sometimes when once you catch the attention of someone because they have seen this profile looks, the profile picture looks amazing, and I want to know more about this, then now the explanation you give, make sure it explains in a few sentences everything you do. That's very important. Make sure any person who comes to your profile does not leave there with more questions. They know exactly, when they read a few lines of your bio and about us, they can see what you do. The last thing about a great profile is linking it to your existing social media pages. We know that most organizations have not just started today. They have existed for a while. And during that period of time, there is likelihood that you are posting somewhere. You had a TikTok, for example. TikTok is very famous. You had a Facebook. On Facebook, you are sharing things you do. So make sure you put the link on your social media pages on Kuja. And the links on Kuja appear very well. They just, when a person clicks on your profile and they see, for example, if you add Facebook as a link, someone just clicks it and then they are directed to your profile directly. So it's very simple. It's very simple to set up. Make sure you link your social media pages to your profile. That is also a very good step of making sure you have a great profile. I think that was the question. First step. Yeah, the first step will be the questions. Will be the making sure you have great pictures, and also making sure you link your social media pages. That's important. And also, we're in the age of AI and machine learning. So if it's possible to crawl from another site, the information there, it becomes easier to explain your profile. So those are the tips I would give for you to create a great profile. Another question is, how do partnerships work within Kuja? So within Kuja, we are open to all types of partnerships. Currently, we can partner maybe on webinars. We do weekly, monthly. Every week you'll find an event on Kuja. So if there is something, an area of interest, for example, you want us Kuja to help you host, please contact us, explain what you do and your concept, and then our team will get back to you and we can co-host a webinar. That's one of the easiest ways. But partnerships are broad, and I don't think we would want to limit how we do partnerships. So if there is something you're thinking about and you think that this thing would be a good fit for your organization and us, please shoot us an email, info@kuja.org, and then you'll take it from there. If it's something beyond community, I'll just direct it to the relevant team, and then they will look at it. But yes, we are open to partnerships. It just depends on the type of work you do and how our synergies work together. So I think there are more questions on the chat. Let me see. I'll start from top. What kind of user support or guidance does Kuja provide for navigating the platform, or those ones are answered? Why does Kuja verification process involved, and why is it important? Yeah, our Kuja verification process is important because we value data privacy. We want to make sure the organizations that are registering on Kuja are real organizations. Although that is still ongoing, we'll keep making sure that the verification process is simple and easier for you. So please whenever you face a problem or you have a question about verification and maybe something is not working right, please make sure you chat us, and I'll provide more information on that. I'm seeing we are running out of time, but do not worry. If there is something which I've not answered, I will make sure the team will give me all these questions, and then I'll answer them on chat. So when you come back on watching this, I'll answer more questions on chat because of the time is up. But before I finish, let me repeat our customer support. Please try out our chatbot. It's live and it provides you questions whenever. You don't have to wait for anybody there. If you have a question, there are preset prompts that you can do, and you see if your question is answered. So make use of our chatbot, and please give us feedback. We want to continue improving. And if not, also have our WhatsApp number. I want to read it up again. Can you please? Our WhatsApp number. I want to read the WhatsApp number. I will post it here. Oh, it's 0708 091 854. So please reach out to us anytime and someone will get back to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this live, and I hope to see you on Kuja. Bye.